Back to the Hspod. It's the happy and successful podcast. So you're welcome. My name is Delore, your delectable host, as you know. Yes, and I'm happy to be here to meet with y'all. All right, so today, I feel like there's going to be fights today. So there won't be fights. All right, so today we're talking rides. But before I introduce the topic properly, let's meet our awesome, wonderful guests. So I'm going to start by my right. Please introduce yourself to us.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to be here. My
Yeah,
name is Ben,
the beloved.
CEO Soul Luxury Cars,
All
Abuja.
right. It's great to have you here. Okay, to my left.
All right. So my name is Olale Adebayo Johnson,
Hmm.
um, the CEO of Age Auto Consult, and at
Wow.
Age Auto Consult,
Wow.
we are passionate about making life easier for every automobile user.
Wow.
So
You're
glad to be
welcome.
here.
That was a powerful introduction. You're welcome. All right. So today we are doing keeping up with the rides. So it's all about rides or cars. But I would like to put it as rides today. So we're talking rides. I want to know what's like the in thing that's happening in the automobile industry, and how to maintain service, everything cars. So the guests we have here today are the OGs of the car industry. Yeah, so they're going to be sharing lots of helpful insights with us. So please stay tuned. And you know how we do it. Let's engage in the comment section. Drop your comments so we can see what you're learning or what you're thinking. And if you have questions, please ask your questions and they would answer you. One more thing, make sure you like this video so that YouTube can show it to more people as we watch. So yeah, let's go straight into it. I'm going to start with Ben.
Okay,
So would like to know, what are the latest brands in the car industry? I, for one, I don't think I know many people watching too may not know whether there is a 2024 latest something version or maybe even 2025. I don't know how that whole thing works. So let's know, what are the latest car packs in the industry? Just share with us.
okay. First of all, I'd like to make a point which is very important that most people don't know. Now, in manufacturing of cars, um, for instance, now we are in August.
Yeah.
Now, this is August 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Now we already started having cars, 2025 cars. Now this is how it works in the automobile industry.
Okay.
Anywhere you see a date of manufacture from August, let's say if you see a date of manufacture August 2023, it means that is a 2024 model.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it always August?
Yes, from August.
Oh,
it's the
okay.
following year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
From July, it's still in that year. So from August is the following year. So if
Okay.
you see a manufacture date August 2023,
You
that
can say
means
it's
a
a 2025
2024
model.
car.
Okay,
Twen-
2023, 2024
Yeah,
car.
it's a
Okay.
2024 car. If you see August 2024, it's a 2025 car.
Mm.
However, you can still see cars that are carrying 2025 in 2025, 2024 in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. Now for the cars, the new cars, right now there is Lamborghini Urus.
For those of us trusting God for the best things of life, so we keep saying, "Amen." When pastors prophesy, you're driving the best of cars. So here is it. Here goes.
There is Lamborghini Urus.
Lamborghini Urus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a luxury car. It's one of the most sought after cars.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can't have it unless on pre-order.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
you can't walk into a car shop and say, "Do you have Lamborghini Urus?" No. You have to pre-order. It's a 2024 car. It's
Okay.
a V8 engine. It has about 657 horsepower.
I'm not very, very, very. Let me just ask for sake of people that like me. I'm not very, very sure what that means. So
Okay.
yes.
Now, horsepower is simply how will I put it? The power of the engine.
The energy level.
the energy
Okay.
level of the
Okay.
engine. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Energy
cool.
Yeah.
capacity. Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
engine
cool.
capacity.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a V8 engine, right? And then it has about 657 horsepower.
Okay.
And then you have the 2023 G63 G-Wagon.
Okay.
The 2024 will be released later this year. It's not out yet, but it will be released later this year. But right now we have the 2023 G63. Now G63 is one of the one of the, let me say, the best sellers of Mercedes amongst the elite,
Okay.
because for car lovers and for people that love luxury cars, right? If you've not driven a G-Wagon, it's like you never start.
Not started.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it has this. G-Wagon brings something to the table that no other brand does, no other car does.
I'm glad you are saying that.
I'm sure another
But-
brand will argue that.
Yeah, but I'll still come to that later. However, I'll still come to that later.
I'm glad you admitted this on camera.
Yeah, and then we also have the 2023 M4 BMW.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wait, these cars you mentioned right now, can they drive themselves? Are they
No. You
those
have
type
to-
of cars that
you drive
you
them.
just put it on and sit back?
No. You drive them.
We've not reached that level yet.
No.
Okay.
We have the 2024 BMW M4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a performance car as well. Yeah, those are some of the cars that are in vogue. We have the 2024 Prado is out already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but it's not how will I put it? It's not everywhere yet because they just released the 2024 car. I can barely count the units we have in Abuja right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, this one is for you both. I think before, when we're preparing or talking about this podcast, one of you said something about some brands are competing. So who is competing? What brands are competing
No, I
with what
think
brands?
he settled it already. You know, he said the G-Wagon is like no other car. What it brings to the table is nothing any other car can bring to the table. So I think the whole competition is over already. So even
And who are
before it
the
started-
producers
No,
of
no.
G-Wagon?
You cannot say the competition is over. Now, this is the reason. This is the reason. The two motor brands that are going head to head
Okay.
Yeah.
are Mercedes and BMW.
Okay.
That couldn't have been the case, but you know, Mercedes lovers are always claiming that they are driving better cars than the BMW.
Well, actually.
which is not exactly true. Now, why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Okay.
BMW,
Yeah.
it's a performance car, strictly a performance car.
What do you mean by performance?
Now, they give you the driving pleasure that you need.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives you the BMW is the ultimate driving machine. It gives you the sheer driving pleasure that you need. It pops your adrenaline. It gives you the joy of driving.
Okay.
Now, but if you want a car that is luxury, if you want a car that is luxury, let's say it's also a family car, you go for a Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a BMW.
Okay. So Mercedes
Now,
is for family.
but Mercedes owners are always claiming that Mercedes is better than BMW.
So why do you
but-
think they claim it's better?
They claim it's just a feeling. It's not true. Now,
all right.
now this is when they talk too much, this is what I always tell them, right? Mercedes Benz is a luxury brand that is trying to produce performance cars.
Trying.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is how
I love
But
the
he
choice.
doesn't seem to agree.
yeah.
I-
Now permit me to be a bit sentimental here because I love performance cars. However,
Okay.
it's still the truth.
Okay, but let's hear what he has to say
Alright,
about that.
First, I don't totally agree with you.
Okay.
BMW is a performance car, but I think when it comes to a car, you need more than just performance. You need comfort, you need lifestyle, and you need a good maintenance culture. So, Mercedes provides you with all of this. When it comes to a performance car, you have the AMGs there, and these are cars that gives you
Which is the
performance,
performance aspect of the Mercedes.
gives you luxury,
trying to
gives
imitate
you-
the BMW.
gives you
Good.
lifestyle, like not just a regular kind of lifestyle like the BMWs, love has. It gives you, it puts you on this pedestal.
So you're trying
You
to say
know,
Mercedes is all encompassing, has
see,
everything.
I think I won't be so wrong if I say it is Mercedes and every other cars.
I think that's going to be a fight
No.
with many people, but I think that's for you though.
Now
And
let,
he
let, let,
believes
let me
that
say something. Let me say something. Let me say something. Do you know if
Fights.
you put a 4-cylinder BMW
Okay.
from 2015, or let's say from 2015, you put a 4-cylinder BMW and you put a 4-cylinder Mercedes-Benz C300. If I kick down on the Mercedes-Benz C300 2015, is from there straight to the mechanic.
Okay.
Now,
That's
if
the
I
point.
if I kick down on the BMW 3 Series, I'm good to go.
Well,
He knows. It's the
Okay.
truth.
well.
The way he's not saying anything, I think.
Is it concerning that there are different brands and different models of the Mercedes, and I will agree with him on something. One thing is that
It's fine.
no,
Finally.
I said I will agree with you on one thing. One thing is that when it comes to the Mercedes, and I think where he's driving at is at the C300 2016 models, which has the 4-cylinder turbo engine. Well, I say there are always manufacturers' errors. Just sometimes that you see that okay, a particular brand has this level of consistency,
Okay.
and maybe at some point trying to just diversify, just to bring a new thing to the table, just to bring something more unique to the table, just trying a drive for a pursuit for I would say excellence
Yeah.
and comfort. Probably they didn't get that right on the on
But
the C300.
I think it's safe to say maybe let's end it for now. Let's try to
No,
wrap up
he
this
said
argument.
that
That
he
would be on
didn't
the
get
seat.
that right.
on the C300.
They didn't get that right.
4-cylinder turbo engine.
Meaning they wanted to produce
And okay,
a performance car, but they could
no,
not
no, no.
get it right.
See, no. I won't see it. I won't see it as that, because
Oh
one
my
thing is
God.
that cars are produced for different reasons and different purposes.
Yes.
That you have the trucks, you have the pickups, you have the SUV, you have the saloon, you have trailers, you have different type of cars for different purposes. And now I believe Mercedes, when they thought about making that particular engine for that C300, I believe they were just looking at comfort and city drive.
Okay.
Just something that
You be
you
driving
can
and
just
God will be
cruise
helping
around.
you.
They are not looking for, like, it's not a kind of car that you put on a sport race, like
Okay.
something that you race with. You just want something that you just drive, gives you that class, because Mercedes-Benz is a class of its own.
So,
just give you that
so I
class,
think to
a drive of
conclude
class.
this,
So wait,
first.
a quick one
But
before
performance,
before
I
you
would say,
conclude,
for
before
that
you conclude, before you
300.
conclude,
But
let me
when
ask
it
you
co-
something. Would you buy a car that you are scared of driving?
No, why would I buy
Okay.
a car that was scared of
Conclude.
driving?
No,
But I think what
now-
I'm trying to say is that
okay.
at the end of the day, each car has a purpose that it serves,
Yeah, exactly,
right? So
exactly.
I don't think that both of you are right or both of you are
Yeah,
wrong. That
exactly.
one is made for performance, like you said, and this is made for
It's a
Yeah.
class
not
of its own.
really
It's class,
performance,
luxury,
like
yeah.
that.
Trying
And
No,
they
no,
should
no,
not
no.
try to attempt
no,
to
no.
become performance. All right.
Let's
Somebody's
just leave it
asking in the comment section how much the Lamborghini, or is it Oros or Oros you
Urus.
call it?
Wow.
Maybe an idea of the price.
Right now, I think it's about $350K US dollars.
Okay. Note that
Not so
350K.
expensive.
Yeah, it's not too expensive. All right, that's cool. 350K US dollars. Okay. Sorry. So the next point I wanted to ask, I'll start with Bayo. Talking about purpose for each car. So for our viewers, for me, for everybody listening, what kind of cars do you think we should go for based on purpose? Let's say I just need a car to take me to work and back. What kind of car should I get for that purpose? Or I need a car for Uber runs. What kind of car is advisable to get for that? Just for different purposes, what kind of cars? I wouldn't go for a BMW this if it's just
Yeah.
go home, come back, I'm sure. I don't know. So
Yeah. You know, one thing that we offer at AG Auto Consult is also consulting.
Okay.
That is, it helps people have a bit of what they are getting into before they actually get into it. Because
Okay.
I believe money is not so easy to come by, especially when you're getting something of that magnitude. So it's something that you need to really plan well. Think about have your thoughts well planned.
Okay.
So I love the fact that you said something about purpose. So because that's one thing that I always ask my clients. Because I ask you, what purpose are you getting this vehicle for? And I also want to know a bit of your lifestyle.
Okay.
I want to know what you do. Are you a family person? Are you the type that probably out of 24 hours you're on the road like maybe 10 to 12 hours? So that means you do real time driving, like you're always on the road. So I want to know if you travel a lot. So I want to know your financial, how your probably at the end of the day your net profit, because when you're buying a car you have to also plan your maintenance culture.
Okay.
So it's not just about I have maybe let's say you eat a jackpot now. It's a one-time thing. It's not something that comes frequently or a steady thing. So you don't just plan buying a car based on what I have once, not something that it's consistent. So I want to okay, if it's you mentioned something about maybe you're a probably say a banker, or let's use a banker for an example now. A banker doesn't need a performance car. Now, I think this is relatable to your own preference, your own perspective,
Okay.
because everybody has their own choice. I might be a banker, I might love speed. That's what suits me. If I say choice, I think choice is personal. My choice can be easy, comfort, luxury. Your choice might be rugged, bully, performance, speed. It just depends on who you are. So, but for people, let's say people that just need a car to get them from point A to point B, because that's what automobile is all about. It's just to make your life easy, just take you from point A to point B. I think I'll just recommend you go for Japanese vehicle.
What's Japanese?
Japanese, it's a category of vehicle that, let's say, the Toyota falls under the Japanese, Honda falls under the Japanese, Lexus falls under the Japanese.
Okay.
So these are cars that, and why I say Japanese is that one thing, they are very durable, effective, and efficient.
Then fuel.
And when it comes to fuel consumption, it's on the minimal side.
Okay.
Another thing, when it comes to maintenance, it's something that you can always with, I believe, with less than maybe 100K, your car can be serviced, maintained properly.
Okay, that's cool.
Another thing, that it has a very good resale value.
Resale
value.
Okay.
Because when you're buying a car, another thing that people get wrong, when you're buying a car, you don't just think of the now. If you have money, you don't care, you're the type that when you finish using the car, you just dash it out, no problem, just buy what you like. But if you're the type that, okay, you want to build on this thing, okay, if I buy this car, I'm looking at in the next 2 years, I want to maybe upgrade it, get a bigger one, get a newer version. So you want to buy a car that when you are in the next 2 years, if you are trying to probably do a swap deal, do an exchange, do or sell, it's something that the value wouldn't have dropped that much. See, there are some cars that you buy now. In fact, you buy the car now from the same person, and probably before you get to before you drive 1 minute, and you just something occurs to you I shouldn't have bought this car, and you come back now, you just bought this car, I see your alert is still very fresh, and you just come back to me and be like, sir, something just came up, please, can you buy this car back? I will just tell you, maybe you bought the car for 15 million, maybe the best I offer is 10 million.
Okay.
And there are some cars that if you drive it for 2 years, you will still come back. Maybe you bought the car for, let's say, 15 million. I might even be offering you 17 million after you've driven it for 2 years.
So there are some
So
that
there
their
are some
price
cars that
kind of appreciates.
yeah, they just appreciate.
Okay.
You can never go wrong buying
You
them.
can't go wrong.
Like the BMW, right?
You always go wrong buying a BMW. That's
Or can you
sure.
give us an example of such cars that their price could appreciate even after driving?
Okay, the
Oh.
Toyota Camry,
Oh,
Toyota Corolla,
I wouldn't have thought. Okay. That's
Toyota
cool.
Corolla, Highlander, Lexus RX, Lexus ES, Lexus. I would say
Lexus
IS too.
lovers.
Depend. Another thing is that see, we are all different. See, maintenance culture is very important. You can buy this same card. I'm telling you that in the next 2 years you bring it back. That I'll buy it for 17. It is when that car is well maintained. You won't come and bring a scrap to me and say, Shebi say if I buy Toyota Camry in the next 2 years, yeah, if I bring it back, you buy it higher. No, you have to have a good maintenance lifestyle with the vehicle.
We're getting to maintenance, and it's like our time is already
Okay,
fast spent.
alright,
But I was going to ask, this luxurious BMW and the rest. What kind do you think is for everybody, or if I say I want to get that BMW that you mentioned now, would it just be because you mentioned a whole lot about comfort and performance and all that? Apart from that, are there other purposes that it serves that you think everybody should get it, or should just be for some kind of people? Is it just for
Well, there are some cars that are not for everybody. It's the truth.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe hard, but it's the truth.
Yes, yes, it's the truth.
Yeah.
And there are cars that I will not sell to everybody. Yes, it's the
Even
truth.
if we bring the money.
Now, let me let me give you an instance,
Okay.
right? There is a Mercedes C300. There is Mercedes C400. Now, a lady wanted to buy her first car.
Okay.
She had money. She wanted to choose in between the C300 and the C400, and she contacted me for my advice. I told her, okay, these two cars, since it's your first car and you don't know much about car just yet, go for the Mercedes C400.
Okay.
Why? Because the C400, first of all, it's a V6 engine and it's stronger. Now the Mercedes C300, it's a 4-cylinder engine, turbo engine, and it's very fragile.
Okay.
Now, for someone that doesn't know cars, doesn't know anything about cars, she's buying her first car, I would never advise you to go for a C300 as your first car, the 2015 C300 as your first car. But guess what? I told her this, and before I could say Jack, she went and bought C300 from someone else. I did not complain. Guess what? 2 months later,
Wow.
she contacted me that she wants to sell that C300 to her. She'll probably say that I sold the bad car to her. But not knowing that, not forgetting the fact that she doesn't know anything about cars. So Mercedes, BMW, they are good cars, right? But what one thing I always say is, if it's too expensive for you, probably you are in the wrong market. Now, people that buy Mercedes and buy BMW, they rarely have a problem with price. Because number one, they know what they are buying.
You understand luxury.
They understand what they are buying. They understand why they are buying it. They are looking for a signature car. They don't just want a car. Sorry, let me put it this way. They are not necessarily looking for a means of transportation.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I get it.
If you are looking for a means of transportation, don't go for BMW and
Just buy
Mercedes.
Look
Toyota.
for Japanese
Because
cars.
if you are looking for a means of transportation, you might end up being the one transporting the car.
Point.
It's
Point.
the truth. You might end up
Point,
being
yeah.
the one transporting the car, because you'll be towing the car from one point to another. Because now, a Mercedes, for example, they don't sell anything you want to sell. The headlight, you buy the set. Backlight, you are buying the set. Brake pad, you are buying the set.
Oh, okay.
Now, your God forbid, you are driving your car, one keke na pep, breaks one of your headlight. You want to buy, they'll tell you 500,000.
So you have to buy the set.
You have to
Can't
buy
be
the set.
one.
It can't be one.
Okay.
And these cars, their parts are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the cars are expensive, relatively. I add that relatively because it's not for everybody. The parts are expensive. The engine has a problem. For any reason, you want to replace the engine. You hear a price that is enough to buy a
Another
Toyota
car.
or
Yeah.
one Honda or one Lexus somewhere
Mm.
and be using. So, if you are looking for a means of transportation, don't go
Yes.
for BM, don't go for Mercedes,
That's
go
true.
for Toyota,
That's true.
go for Honda,
That's true.
go for Lexus.
Like,
And
not
like
not
it's-
every
it's
Lexus.
Not every Lexus.
Not every
And
Lexus.
like he said,
Go
if
for
you
Toyota and Honda.
if you hit a jackpot, and buy that, then
If
how are
you-
you going to maintain
Now,
it?
Now,
If
now
the
if
engine
you hit
alone,
a jackpot,
it's just
if you hit a
it's-
jackpot
yeah.
and you want to buy any of these luxury brands, Mercedes, BMW, Audi,
Mm.
Mm.
we have the Dodge
Dodge.
Charger, Scat Pack.
Hmm.
Those are V8 cars. They are performance cars too, crazy cars. Now, if you hit a jackpot and you want to buy these cars, as you are buying the car, make sure you have a sustainable source of income
Okay.
because you will maintain the car.
Mm.
And the maintenance is
Yes,
expensive.
yes, the maintenance is not
Ex-
cheap.
It's
Yeah.
not
The
cheap.
parts we wear off. Now you are buying just brake parts for over 200,000.
Yeah.
Yes, you're buying brake parts for over 200,000.
Just even the oil itself.
Yes, even the oil is different. It's not the oil you use on your Toyota that you come and use on the Mercedes. Now there are Mercedes that servicing alone will take over $1 million naira.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we are talking about the 2022 GLE 53. If you want to service it the Mercedes way,
Yeah.
you are
Mm.
spending over $1 million naira.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, but if you are a Toyota person or you just hit a jackpot and you just
Mm.
want, not like you have a source of income, you have a source of income somewhere, you want to buy the car because you hit the jackpot, just look for an okay car
Okay.
Yeah.
and buy. Right? These cars, they're not for people that let me put it this way. For lack of words, they're not for people that are struggling in quotes. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Mm.
Therefore, these cars are for people that first of all can afford the cars, can maintain the cars,
Mm.
and they also know what they know what they want. People that buy BMW, buy Mercedes, buy these cars, they don't go to the car lot and decide that I want to buy a
Yeah.
BM. They know that they want to buy
Yeah.
a BM.
Right.
I have a customer. He doesn't drive any other car except a BM. In fact, if you give him any other car, he feels like you're insulting him.
Wow.
Yes, and if this is 2023, but he will want to buy he want to drive a 2023 BM in 2023. In 2024, he want to drive a 2024 BM.
So he
in 20
keeps.
So anytime
upgrading like
he
that.
contacts me, I'm happy.
Wow, that's good.
Do you understand?
That's good business.
So
Okay.
so
So it's important to understand
yeah, it's important to understand.
where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy what you need.
Stay. Yes. Buy what you need. That's really helpful advice. Our time is almost up, but I wanted us to talk a bit more on maintenance culture. I know when I spoke with you about this episode, you said something that I think I want us to touch about believers. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
You said we're trusting God for cars, we want this car, we want that, and all that, but we don't even understand how to maintain what we're trusting God for. So it's important to get this knowledge first, or just go ahead and let's just buy, along the way. God be helping us as we're going. I don't know if you get my
Oh,
question.
yeah.
So you mentioned that, so I want you to talk a bit more about that.
So I wouldn't just say it's for believers. I would say it's for every
Everybody.
automobile user.
Okay.
One thing is that when you're buying a car, because Ben said one thing, it is not when you get to the car shop
Shop.
or the dealership that
You decide
every car
which-
just excites you.
Mm.
Like shop or to the dealership, have your own mindset on what car you want to buy, and at least do a bit of research. And I think doing a bit of research on the car you want to buy shouldn't be hard these days. Just pick your phone and just like, okay, you have a choice. You have some brands in your mind. Just go online, check them
Okay.
out. At least know the price range. Know, okay, what are the car shop. when they give you something that's not what you already having, you are able to say, confidently say, see, just put this one aside. And when it comes to maintenance culture, I'll say it's very, very important.
Yeah.
You know, I like to relate this with your wife or your girlfriend, whichever one.
As the case may be.
As the case may be.
I was going to ask a question about that.
If you don't take care of your wife or you don't take care of your girlfriend, and you just come like nothing has happened, you just want loving, you want all the old romance, I'm sure you'll be getting boosts left, right and center. Because what you put into it, that's what it gives back to you.
Thank
I
you.
believe women are this type of people that once you give them something, they would always multiply that thing and give you.
You're right.
You know,
Speaking for
yeah,
the women. You're right.
So it's just the same way with your vehicle.
Okay.
It is what you give to it that gives back to you.
Okay.
And I always say one thing is that, see, cars are fascinating. See, comfort is classy.
Comfort is classy.
Because
Point.
because one thing is that you see a car, oh, you are so fascinated about the car, but you're not able to maintain the car. You're not able to, provide the basic needs for the car. At the end of the day, that car will frustrate you to the point that if you had your whole life planned out. I want to say one thing, that you cannot be, let's say, okay, you're driving to work and your car is spoiled on the road, and somebody is telling you, oh, hello brother, hope you're having a good day. You are not having a good day. You cannot have a good day. It's no way you are having a good day. Because imagine you're trying to meet up for a meeting, and then your car is already having it because you did not pay attention. You didn't give the car what the car needs. Your own is just to get inside the car, start the car, boom. It's not so. So what you give to the car is what gives back to you. If you give the car the necessary needs, it gives you comfort. If you give the car stinginess and say you like problem, the car will give you problem Pro Max.
All right.
I'm going to
wrap
add.
up.
Sorry, I want to add something to what he said, which is
Okay.
very important. Which is, it's one thing that 90% of Nigerians do. I might be wrong. Statistics. Now, when you wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
let's say you are sleeping, right, and then I come, I tap you. Delary, wake up. You're just getting up from the bed. Then I start pushing you, run. How would
I
you feel?
get.
How will you feel? Now, this is what most Nigerians do. They wake up in the morning, take their bath, eat their food, everything, then get to their car, start the car, then engage it.
Yeah, move.
And then they want to move, and they want the car to answer.
Yeah.
You don't do
okay.
that to
I
your
get
car.
it.
That's very unfair. Start the car. If it's not a killer's entry, turn the ignition like 3 seconds, then turn it fully.
Okay.
Allow the car
warm up.
to warm.
Yeah.
The sound will change.
Okay.
When you hear that sound, when you hear that change of sound, that's when you can engage the car.
Yeah.
Put on the AC if you want to. But entering the car, just start the car, there you put it on reverse.
We're rushing.
I think
We're always
That's
rushing.
a very unfair way to treat your car.
Okay.
I think adding to that as well is that, see, one thing that you don't know, what you're seeing the outer part of the vehicle, it's looking beautiful, but what happens on the inside, you do not know, because by the process of you starting the car, you allow the oil, the oil to
circulate.
pump, to circulate
To go round.
throughout the engine. So by the time you engage, every aspect of the vehicle is already well supplied.
Sorted
So the
out.
car is moving on oil. But you
I
just
get
start your
it.
car, you have not even allowed
I
the
get it
oil
now.
to circulate.
Makes
You
sense.
just engage.
One last thing.
Okay.
We need to stop the habit of as long as the car is still starting, we are good to
yeah,
go.
we're good to
A car will be giving you all the signs.
Yeah.
As long as the car is still starting, you will still start
You
it
start
and be. That's very unfair.
And
To
some
wrap
people-
up, I
some
wanted
people even
to
start the
ask
car.
you that.
Immediately they start the car, they will just raise it. It's a very bad
What do you
idea.
have to say about those wives, right? Wives or girlfriends, as the case may be, that they just feel like, my husband would, they enter the car, they start driving. If something happens on the road, they just park it. Baby, the car spoiled. The car is not starting again. No,
this
can you bring the other one?
This advice,
I know
advice.
that a lot of women do that. They feel like, well, the husband will come and take care of it, so I don't need to really care about
Yeah.
all that.
Now, this
What do you have to say
advice,
about that?
I'm going to give this advice to both the men and the ladies.
Okay.
Now, if you are a single lady, you are not married, you must know how the car works.
Okay.
You must know basic things like checking your oil in the morning, checking your water level in the morning. Yes, you must know these things. You must know basic things like checking for error messages on the dashboard. Now, sorry, I'm not trying to be sound.
Say the thing first.
There are ladies that you see all their dashboards are like Christmas tree. You see all the lights. You see all
What
the
if they
lights
probably
on
don't even understand what?
Now
it is?
that's what I'm
Like,
saying. You have to learn.
Yeah.
You have to learn how it works.
But the man will
Because
still come and take your hit.
now, if you have a car, right, and it's showing you a check engine sign, you have to know why it is showing you a check engine sign.
Yeah.
You cannot say the car is starting. So let me
Let's just go.
Let me just go.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Now, for the married women, since your husband is around, what our advice is, husband, try and be checking your wife's car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, try and be checking
At
it.
least.
Check the oil.
Even
Check
go
the
at one.
water. Yes. Check the oil, check the water. Once in a while, drive the car,
Yeah.
check if the brake part is still okay. If the alignment is still okay.
So that your wife
Because,
will not go and get
because,
stranded
yeah,
somewhere.
because if you don't drive the car to check if the alignment is still okay, the tires will be spoiling. You will not even know.
And then you put
Yeah.
your family or
Yeah.
your wife at risk.
At risk. Now, again, if you don't check all these basic and minor things in code, if the car stops somewhere, the wife is going to call you.
Yeah.
And you
Definitely.
must answer.
And you must
Yes.
answer. Or else.
And
Or
you
else.
must answer.
Or else.
So
Yes.
you have to check it for her.
Yeah.
But that
That's
doesn't
true.
take the place of the wife
Yeah,
having
also
little knowledge
knowledge,
about.
yeah.
She should be able to know when there is something strange about the car.
Yeah.
She might not really know the exact terms to use to describe what is happening to the car at the moment, but let
Yeah.
her be able to know. Because if she doesn't know that there is something wrong with this car, that's not good. Though.
That's
For
true.
instance, you should know how to read the temperature on the dashboard,
Yeah.
so that you know when your car wants to overheat.
Okay.
You should
Okay.
know
true.
when the temperature is beyond the normal limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you
I
don't.
agree. I accept. All right, that's cool. Our time is fast spent, and I've really had an amazing time with Ben and Bayo on keeping up with the rides. All right, thank you all to our viewers. There are comments here, but I really cannot start taking them now. Thank you all for joining. Before you leave, please make sure you like. Don't leave without liking the video. Okay, one more thing before we
Okay.
leave.
One more thing before you go, you can quickly go to Instagram. Check
It's marketing.
Saw Luxury Cars
Luxury Cars,
__ Abuja. It's a
Yes.
verified page. If it's not verified, it is not Saw Luxury Cars.
All right.
Saw
so-
Luxury Cars _ Abuja. We have a
Alright.
lot of cars, a lot of luxury cars, and we
Luxury
also have cars
performance
for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
And if you are looking for a car and it's not there on the page, you can kindly send a DM.
Okay.
We'll get it for you.
All right.
Thank you
Alright.
very much.
So
Instagram.
autoconsult.ng on
Okay.
all our social media platforms, and you can also visit our webpage www.autoconsult.ng, and we'll reach out to you. And another thing I would like to say is that if you're a first timer, like you're buying your car for the first time, or you're thinking about a particular brand that you're not so sure about, I will say you should reach out to autoconsult.ng, because one thing that we do is that we focus on the right vehicle for the right person at the right price, while giving them good automobile advice and guidance in getting the right car that suits their lifestyle. And also we also offer consulting, fleet management services, car paper
Said they're using my
renewals,
platform to market
car registration, and also investment platforms.
Okay, thank you. So, like I said, they're the OGs in the car industry, so they're the best people to come to. So, please, if you want to know everything they said, come to them. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next Friday, same time, same station. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do so before you leave. I remain your delectable host, Delaray. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Don't miss the Hspod airing every Friday on YouTube at Christ Family Ministry by 2 p.m. We bring you exciting topics from health to love to family to sports business, and yes, Jesus is at the center of it all. And guess what? We have an exciting new future. You can now call in during the show to contribute and ask questions on 081 3831 5835. Don't miss out. Don't miss the Hspod airing every Friday on YouTube at Christ Family Ministry by 2 p.m. We bring you exciting topics from health to love to family to sports, business, and yes, Jesus is at the center of it all. And guess what? We have an exciting new future. You can now call in during the show to contribute and ask questions on 081 3831 5835. Don't miss out.